Oh, my glasses are, I have transition glasses and they're turning to sunglasses come in front of the open garage bay, and that makes me look weird. Um, now I can't, now everything's blurry. Hello. How are we doing today, folks? Uh, Welcome back to my very sporadic YouTube channel. I'm Amanda, owner and operator of Coastal Wool Washing, a small boutique uh, wool scouring service that I operate in Westerly, Rhode Island, where I live with my husband and our two kids. I'm an avid fiber arts enthusiast with knitting, spinning, crochet, some weaving, very little sewing. Uh, and natural dyeing. Kind of like playing with that a little bit. Um, I've gone through a huge evolution since I first started this channel, and I'm still evolving. So this has been a sporadic couple of years for posting, which I'm kind of not going to apologize for because I don't know that that's that big of a deal. But I thought I would come on to share with you folks basically my fleece stash. Now this can include prepped fiber, but it does not include yarn. I did a stash down a few years ago, so I'm in a really good spot that could get immediately out of hand if I don't control myself, if I'm being totally honest. So I just thought I'd go through what I have in my stash, what plans I might have for some of it, and what I might not have for some of it. There is also over here, this is all the fiber that I have available in my Etsy shop that is washed. Not further prepped, it's just been washed. Some of it's been hanging around for a couple of years, and that's fine. People pick some up here and there. But I do believe potentially at the end of 2025, whatever's left, I may just decide to close the Etsy shop and add that to my stash and just let it be what it is. So we'll see about that. Let's start first with the only raw fleece that I have in stash that I bought specifically for me to use the whole thing in something. And there's going to be crinkle noises. Everything is stored in, most everything is stored in some form of plastic bag for the time being. Let me get this all set. This lovely girl is Ophelia from, let's see if you can see, from Doherty Farms in, where are they? In Keensburg, Colorado. This is Ophelia. She is 2.5 years old. And I have 3 pounds, 11 ounces. She's what they consider, I believe, a lavender Jacob, which kind of means like gray. Like there's going to be some gray stuff happening in there. I did get that fleece through one of my fleece brokers, Fossil Fibers. Corey is amazing. Her Discord group is fantastic for all of the enabling and the hookups with farmers and people that you want to work with. Plus Corey's an awesome dyer. And just a really cool person. So that is my whole Jacob fleece that I have not washed yet. I don't necessarily have any real plans for it yet because it's kind of the only raw fleece I've bought in quite a while. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. And now I'm moving on to the prepped fibers that have already been carded, I don't have anything combed right now. But this is an alpaca Romney blend that I washed both of the the fibers, and then I sent them out to Alchemy Fiber Mill in Northampton, Mass, and asked Melinda to please card this up for me because I was never going to get to it. And so I have 2 of these that came in at like a little over 14 ounces, and I'm currently spinning one up. This is the other one. I am planning on working with it in some form of color work. Actually, something I don't have here at the shop is the 2 braids of fiber I ordered from Corey this past month. A Warm Study is the colorway name, and I will try to remember to put a picture somewhere here of what that looks like. I would like to do a color work sweater or maybe a vest. I don't know. If I'm going to do a vest, then I certainly don't need to spin this whole other bump. I don't know. We'll think. We'll see. What would you guys do? When you see the picture of the Warm Study, and then with this, would you do like a full-on sweater, or would you do a vest? I have several vests in my Ravelry queue. The colorwork vests by a variety of designers, so that is an option. The next prep fiber I have is a collection from Green Goat Fibers a year or 2 ago, their Beltane collection. I ordered all of them because I couldn't help it. Like I panic bought to make sure I could get them all. I am currently spinning the green one on my spindles at home. I put, what it is it's just dropping stuff. It's a saturated and unsaturated plying pair, basically. And so I stripped each braid into 1 ounce bits, and then I carded in a kind of gradient manner, I guess. 1 ounce of each together, and then I stripped it off the carder into roving, and now I'm putting that on my spindle, and then I'll apply it, and it's going to look kind of fractally, but maybe not. I don't I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants with this. Color management isn't one of my strong suits. It requires a lot of thinking ahead and planning. And it's like I can do the planning and thinking ahead, but then my execution sometimes can be a little not. So we'll see what happens eventually. But that I would definitely like to go into something. I don't know what. Let me move this. All right, now this is something, this is a fleece I washed a few years ago now, and I can tell because it's been sitting, and any leftover lanolin did get released in this time, sitting in a hot garage, and then a cold garage, and then a hot and a cold. It's still beautiful fiber, but the lanolin that didn't feel present there when I washed it is now there. So I don't even remember. Wensleydale CVM might have been the blend, the cross rather. But I just really like, it's very springy. I really like the fiber. I did do samples, yarns of this when I first got it, and I really liked them, and I just never continued to finish the spin. Because planning and stuff, it's not my strong suit. When it comes to my spinning, I tend to be a little bit more loosey-goosey with it, I guess. Now, I've got 2 tubs here. This is the first one. And I mean, I know that looks like much, but it's not as much as it looks. So in this first tub, I do have a beautiful CVM by the name of Corina. This is Corina. I was mixing up Corina and Ophelia. Now, this girl is CVM from the Green County Wool. Where's the Green County Wool farm in upstate New York? This is from 2023, and she was 3.5 pounds when I scoured her. I don't know what the weight is on her now, but she's just like, she's the most springy. Let me cover my eyes. Focus. No, that's not working. Anyway, she's super springy. She has that sort of almost glowing gray color to her. Can you see that? And I do think I want to make like a sweater with this one. I just love the way I really like CVM. Like that's one of my top faves. CVM, Targhee. I like those really bouncy wools. Oh, now this one, I had reached out to Apple Creek Merinos and asked if I could buy their skirtings, basically. Because I know that skirtings can hold some really valuable, awesome fiber, and I'm willing to put in the work. So I bought 4 pounds of various colorways of their skirtings, and it's all merino, which I have not worked with. I mean, I've washed a lot of merino, but I haven't actually spun a lot of farm merino yet, but I've got plenty to practice with here. And that may end up, I mean, it was 4 pounds when I bought it. It's probably like 2 pounds now. I can't remember what it weighed out as once I finished it. But I don't know. You know, I said I was going to say what my plans were for this stuff, but I have no freaking clue what my plans are. All right, now we're on to the second bucket, which has smaller amounts of fleece. So this is a Rambouillet Columbia cross, and this I got. See, it's super bouncy. This I got from the Dirty Fleece Done Cheap Facebook group. It's full of VM. It's a slow project because picking out all of this stuff, I do want to do that. So this is going to be a very long-term project. Probably combing just to be able to maximize getting out the vegetable matter. And then whatever I have left from that, I mean, I would imagine it'll end up being like a hat or something, because I don't think I'll have that much left. This is actually another Jacob fleece that I got from a Fossil Fibers connection a couple of years ago that I have yet to work up, but it's got the colors and stuff. You know, like all these, the dark spots and the lights, and this I want to do some sort of naturals color work with. Maybe in a shawl or a garment. I don't know. It depends on when I get to it, really. We're talking a lot about fossil fibers today. This is a Wensleydale I had gotten from her. Pull out a chunk of this. This is a Wensleydale, and I wash a lot of long wools, but I don't necessarily spin or prep a lot of long wools. So when I first started trying to prep this and comb it, I got really frustrated really quickly. And that's a me thing, you know. So I put it away. Like, I think I have this little bitty bit that I combed, and then I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So that is something I want to get to. This is Wendy of New Roots Farm that I had gotten. It's a Gotland Cross. Yeah, I don't even remember. But again, like, this is all stuff that I wanted to try, and I haven't been working through my fleece and fiber backlog because I've been busy. But not like necessarily the fun busy, just like life busy. Let's see what else I have. In here I also have, like, I don't remember what's in this. I made this one day when I was bored. It's definitely got like Erie silk in it, and maybe some sari silk. Couldn't even begin to tell you what breed of wool is in here. I might have that written down somewhere, but this was just a fun little experiment in color carding. Let's see. This is Black Welsh Martin, I believe, that I got from my friend Mark through a swap to make socks with. I don't know that I can spin that at this point in my skill set. I can spin thin enough for a multiply sock that would feel good. The only way to figure that out, though, is to try, right? And then, you know, because I don't go by halves, I have like 1.5 pounds, no, 1.25 pounds of cotton, because I got a Tockley and I went to some store in Asheville last year and went nuts buying cotton top because I really enjoyed it, but then I didn't ever spin anymore once I got it. I think that's a couple of reasons why. One would be that I don't fully understand how to finish it, and I had other stuff to do. So I would like to get it blended, some of it, and also then make a 100% cotton yarn that I could maybe turn into a garment, I hope. We'll see. I'm knitting a couple of cotton or plant fiber blend items right now, and I'm enjoying it, but I'll probably be done with that once I'm done with them for this year. So maybe I'll be prepping and spinning in anticipation for next warm weather knitting season, but we'll see. I did also have Coopworth in my shop, and that sold out, but I saved like 3 ounces for myself just to be able to actually play with it. And it's super curly, long wool, very, very, very pretty curly. I think a lot of people, like felters, will use this for they'll use it for like their sheep felt things, and doll makers can use it for doll hair. So, oh boy. And then I also have, I have some tiny little poonies that I really hated spinning from. I got these from a shop on Etsy. I hated spinning from those. Those will have to get blended into something because I can't deal with that. And then some more cotton that needs, like, hasn't been prepped at all. So I still got the seeds and stuff in there. I don't know. I don't know why I do that to myself. I don't know why I do that thing that crafters do where they try something once and they're like, I love this, and then they just like end up with all the things. Alexa, stop. Timer for my wash. I've got some Angora fiber to blend into something because I did try to spin 100% Angora and I hated it. That was several years ago, but I hated it. This is some leftover churro from Rainbow Fiber Co-op. They no longer can sell their wool because of prices and stuff. So I have this still, and I think I still have a ball of their dark gray too. And that is my fleece and fiber stash for now. And I'm hoping to see how much of this I can get. I'm also working through a North Ronaldsy fleece I got last year from a Connect in the Fossil Fibers Discord. I carded that up and I am spinning it at home. So I will put a picture here of what that kind of looks like right now. And yeah, that's my fleece and spinning stuff. Maybe I'll do another one of these with all my knitting and my yarn and crochet and various things. But let me know what you guys are working on. What kind of fleeces are you working with? What's your stash looking like? How are you feeling about your stash? Mine doesn't bother me right now. I don't have a tremendous backlog. And I am learning slowly but steadily how to manage a work, life, and play balance with maybe bringing the work part down even more. But that's a topic for another day, maybe. I don't know. I filmed before this and I started talking about it, and then I was like, I sound like an idiot. So maybe I'll put that in here. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well, and maybe I'll be back soon. Maybe not. We shall see. Anyway, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon.